everybody, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Have you got about 5 minutes to give to Becky and I today? We're going to talk about the Aura Chakra machine. This thing is incredible. I've had it done. It reads your energy levels and brings an awareness to you. So she is going to tell us more about it because I'm not very good at that. So let me introduce Becky Kehoe. Hi, Becky.
Hi. Yeah, so today we thought we'd have a quick chat about the Chakra Aura machine that I have. I've been using it for, oh my gosh, I think over 8 years now. I don't know the exact year I purchased it. Um, but I had gone on a holiday down south to Sedona, and there was a machine there that I checked out. And it was so interesting to see the before and after. It was, you could put your hand on the machine and it would read your energy and it would show you if there was any blocks or anything like that going on in the system. And my complete understanding was that a chiropractor actually created this system so that you could see through the senses of your hand what was happening throughout the body. So Diane's a reflexologist, so she knows what I'm talking about for sure there. But you can do the same with reflexology with your hands as with your feet. And so when you go on this wonderful program, what it does is it'll bring you up an original reading of what's happening with your energy. So hopefully that's centered.
There you go.
Um,
You got it.
okay, so this is an example of one, and you can see how the meridians, the chakras, if you prefer that terminology, they're all kind of out of whack. They're not exactly round, like over energized, I think is the best
Mm,
word that I can use. So this is when the person first came in the office. So we get a read right away so that energy doesn't merge and you don't start making changes. So you can see, without getting too far into explanation of it, there's 23 pages that expresses what's going on here.
wow.
Each meridian or each chakra, depending on how you want to look at it, will come up on the page and tell you what's going on. It'll express whether or not you're low active, high active in those areas. It'll show you different heights. So for this one, for instance, the base chakra is about
Oh, wow.
40%. So that's what you were picking up on that picture, that overactive but very sporadic energy. So it'll
Okay.
express that and move all the way through it. There's 23 pages in this program that show you all the different things, which is really neat. So when we look at the chakras on here and the aura, it'll show you your energy level with the aura as well. And so here's a picture of that person's energy when they first came in.
Oh, wow.
So the aura is smaller and it's kind of condensed, so they're guarding a little bit, which is really, it's a healthy thing to do, is guard a
Yeah.
little bit. So it'll show that. But after you're done healing, after you've gone through a little bit of a hypnosis and you've healed your energy, that will expand and be the full page because you're opening up and you're allowing all the love out. And so here is a picture of that person as well, but after we did a light hypnosis. So, oops.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So all the chakras are completely round and they actually change the entire color, which isn't always possible.
Yeah.
But in this
Holy
case, the
smokes.
person completely changed the color of their aura.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, so I use this in my office all the time with a lot of my clients, before and after hypnosis, before and after counseling. And it's really effective for people who don't understand how much energy can affect them.
Yeah, I can see that. Holy smokes. So, would you particularly use it on someone who comes in and who is quite fearful of what hypnosis is? Like, is that
Yeah,
something that would help them sort of get a grasp on how energy works?
yeah, you could use it. You could use it as that, but I also do self-hypnosis with
Okay.
them, and I teach them self-hypnosis so that they can understand that concept
Oh, okay.
prior to doing the session. But if somebody, comes in and they're like, oh, I'm anxious all the time. Every time I walk in a room, I'm upset by other people and what they're doing, and I can pick up energy.
Yeah.
And most of us are like this. This is not a phenomena. It's an easy way to show them that. Or if somebody's being bullied or having a hard time, possibly at home or in relationship, it can show the person how they can easily change their own energy, take 5 minutes or 3 seconds, depending on their process, and just really change the whole dynamic of how they feel. It
Wow.
also we can also go through some visual techniques, so say somebody's afraid of dogs, this is what's happening to your body.
Oh,
They
that
can
would
see
be
a
cool.
real time change, because the dog upset them. And so
Yeah.
they can see their chakras change. And then how quickly they can control that, using like triangle breathing, 1, 2, 3 technique, one of those lovely techniques that we've taught through
Yeah.
this lovely chat here,
Yeah.
to bring them back down to that space.
I love that. That sounds like something that everybody needs in their house. Christmas is coming.
Yeah. Yeah. So I always
Um,
do 2 prints, Diane. I do like the pre, so when they first walk in,
yeah,
and then I always do the post after they've taken the time to heal that space.
that's awesome. Wow. What an incredible tool to help people.
It
No,
is.
it just,
And
yeah,
yeah.
I love that. There's so many things out there that can help us that we're not even aware of. And lots of times we're not even open to them.
Hmm.
You know, I remember having a client that we were talking about reflexology. She's like, that doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
So you kind of go with it and okay, well, let's just see, and
Hmm.
by the end of the session, and I'm assuming it's the same with that machine, by the end of the session, they're going like, whoa.
Yeah. And just excited, like they did
Yeah.
that. They have the magic to do those healings,
Yeah.
and some of the most bizarre, um, I don't know a better word to use, but bizarre situations can allow you to heal and understand
Absolutely.
that, where you're just like, okay, I've just been given these lovely sheets that actually prove that I can do that. I can do this.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
so cool because I have to admit when I first got into all of this, I was quite skeptical too.
Mhm.
And what did it for me is not that I was let down by the medical system, but they just didn't know. And so I started seeking alternatives like that. And some of the stuff that you come across, it's like, wow, but it's so effective. Like I had that done with you, the aura chakra thing. And when you look at it, it's kind of like, because when I first went in, I thought, oh yeah, what's this going to tell me? Right. But
Yeah.
once you get the report and you see it, it's like, holy smokes. Okay. There's a big benefit to this. So yeah,
Yeah.
so thank you for sharing that with me.
Yeah, it would be fun if we could have a brain scan to do at the same time. Like, just the big thing I think with society today is we love proof. We want proof. And we're on these
Exactly.
technical instruments, our phones, computers all day long. So,
Yeah,
and we can have that tangible physical element in our hands saying, you know
exactly.
what, I've done this. Even if you don't read
Exactly.
all of the reports. I mean, 23 pages is a lot to read.
Yeah.
There's about 9 of those that have really cool information in it.
Yeah.
And the rest is somewhat generic. But even if you didn't read the whole report, it just gives you something to hang on to. And
Yeah. Well, and a little bit of proof too that there is something energetically going on in our bodies because a lot of people don't understand that we're energetic beings.
Mhm.
And I liken it when I'm talking to people and they don't understand that and they think it's kind of like woo woo out there. I talk to them about having their heart shocked. Well,
Yeah,
what do they do that with? They do it with electricity,
yeah,
right? So there's a reason that they do that because it shocks your body into poof, and this machine, although it wouldn't shock you, would basically do the same thing because it's showing you that there's energy there. And I
yeah,
mean, think about getting a shock when you run across the carpet and touch something and you get a shock from that.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure everybody's experienced walking into a room where you could cut the tension with a knife.
Mhm.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I explained it to a client the other day, those little heart monitors they put on your finger when you're in the
Yes.
hospital.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it covers your whole hand and then it gives a
Exactly.
lovely reading. Like how exciting is that? Like
Yeah.
technology has come a long way. We've been
Oh,
really
that's so
blessed with it.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Becky, for sharing that information. Um, if anybody has questions, please post them down in the comments, and Becky will get back to you with any answers if it's something that you want to explore more. So yeah, that's
Thank
awesome. Thank you, Becky.
you. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.
All
Next
right. Bye bye, everybody.